Julia is an iron-type attacker made by Missilis and an assault rifle user. With skills that boost her critical rate and damage and a burst skill that hits exactly 5 targets, Julia may be the butcher you need in PvP. Chapter 1, Meet the Queen of Crit. Julia is the Nikke that can crit more often and more reliably than any other Nikke. Her crit rate buff skill, Crescendo, activates every 20 seconds, giving Julia a 26.04% critical rate at max rank, which equates to an average of 13.02% constant critical rate buff. Some Nikkes have a buff which gives them a higher crit, but the uptime is lower, and they all average below Julia. Only Yella can do better than her, but the chances of achieving it are so impractical, that not even she can dethrone Julia from her throne of Crit Queen. In addition, Julia has an additional stackable buff called Crescendo, which gives her a 24.79% critical damage buff and stacks up to 5 times. Since she can keep the buff at maximum stacks for almost the entire duration of the encounter, we can safely say that she is not only the Queen of Crit Chance, but also the Queen of Critical Damage. Chapter 2, A Climax for 5. Julia's burst skill, Climax, deals 544.5% damage to 5 enemy units with the highest defense. Then, when she has full stacks of Crescendo, she deals an additional 544.5% damage to them. This skill is quite hard to use in PvE. If you are fighting bosses, single target burst skill Nikkes will perform better than her. Instead, if you are fighting in normal stages, chances are that there are way more than 5 enemies on the screen, in which case you want a Nikke, with a burst skill capable of hitting all the enemies at once. While this skill has difficulty finding its space in PvE, it shines in PvP, because opponents' teams are made of 5 members. If you decide to add Julia to your PvP party, add her as the second leftmost burst 3 unit in your team, so she has time to stack Crescendo buff to its maximum amount of stacks to deal additional damage when bursting. Chapter 3, A Better Crescendo. Since Crescendo activates when the last bullet hits the target, and since it is also a stackable skill, there are 3 ways we can improve it with a bit of help from her teammates. The first way is to have Nikkes that reduce the magazine ammo capacity, making it easier to fire the last bullet. Only Preface has such skill at the moment, making her a viable partner to add to your party. On the contrary, you should stay away from Nikkes that increase the magazine capacity, like Leader, Mikke, in 102 or Uni. The second way is to reduce the reload time of her assault rifle. With a faster reload time, you can save a few milliseconds and fire that bullet a little earlier. 3 Nikkes can be of help here, and we have talked about the first one earlier, which is Preface. The remaining 2 are Admi and Repeat, Winter Shopper. The third way is to get help from Pepper or Repeat, since they have a skill that can increase the current stacks of Crescendo by 1. Chapter 4, Other Party Members. If you still have free slots in your party, and are looking to add more members able to assist Julia, you could add units that increase attack, critical rate, or critical damage. As we can see from the list showing on the screen right now, Preface and Repeat are making a comeback here as well. They are indeed a good match for Julia, supporting her in stacking Crescendo better, and providing her with useful additional buffs. Postface. You can find all the videos of this series in a dedicated playlist, so if you are interested in the following episodes, save the playlist. Lastly, if you enjoyed the video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. See you soon.